Never mind, this shit is trash. Oh, hello there, people. We're back. Today's gonna be a bit shorter because I have to leave early, but I think it's plenty of time for us to play a little. My main objective right now is to level up a bit these guys because Pawn already evolved, and these two are mostly on the team, so I don't wipe out if this guy gets wiped out because I'm not really planning on using any of them. I don't like their evolutions very much. I like his evolution a lot. Hers, I'm sorry. But there's really no need for me to just play another. There's no need for me to use another water type on my team. Also, you can see in the counter, you can see in one of the top left. God damn it, English. You can see on the top of our gameplay that I'm counting how many times people mention that Leon is unbeatable. So far, only 6 times. He doesn't appear for a while in the game, so that number may stay like that for a bit. But still, we didn't even finish the first gym. So you can imagine how frustrating it is that every time we talk to him, he mentions that he's the champion. He's the unbeatable champion 6 times already. Oh, I remember the word. On the top left corner of the map. There we go. Should I get a... Man, I like... But he has trade. And I don't have anyone to trade. Ah. I think seeing things from... Uh, well, the reason why I have such a negative impression about this game, it's mostly due to the fact that I was really hyped for it when it was announced. And I was like, oh, it's Pokemon, but on a main console. They're gonna have so many tools they can use, so much effort is gonna be put in this game. And so when the game came out, and I noticed the glaring issues that he had on a bunch of different things, because you play it and you're like, oh, okay, this was good for a Pokemon game that you would see on the Nintendo 3DS. Like, graphically, it does have better graphics than Nintendo 3DS for obvious reasons. This is on the Switch. But it's much less than what everybody sort of expected. And you may think that it's wrong to have these expectations because, you know, it's a gaming company at the end of the day. But like, come on. It's the largest video game IP on the planet. Couldn't they do the bare minimum of just making this like really good? Granted, Scarlet and Violet improved it, so I guess there's nothing wrong with that. You're okay, man? You have some... I think you have some problems with your vision, dude. There you go. Roggenrola. Oh, it's you. Yeah, one of the characters I do not care much about. I like that in the end he becomes a bit less of an asshole, but like, come on. He goes from asshole to twink. That's not much of an improvement. I was chosen by the chairman himself, so that makes me more amazing than... Baseball bat, go! Break his kneecaps! I suppose I should prove beyond a doubt just how pathetic you are and how strong I am. Seems like you got a lot of mind, buddy. You need to prove something? God, I hate him. I literally just use water boost. Oh, that actually hurt a little. But I think he activated Torrent, and so I will do a bit more damage. I'll keep on here. This Pokemon is banned from Little Cup, if anyone wants to know. The reason Shadow Tag, which is an ability that makes only Ghost type able to switch out. Why is that so busted? Because in Little Cup, everything has low HP. And so having a Pokemon that can both set up and keep your weakest target, here's the thing. Let's just say you have a bad matchup against this particular Pokemon. You switch her in, the guy can't switch out. He can't switch his bad matchup for a good one. While you have a Pokemon that's, decently stronger than the majority of the others, and that can still set up. So by the time you're done setting up, the guy cannot kill you, and his other Pokemon are useless against you. Oh, man, I know it adds a little bit of flair, I like that, but it's because of the level of difficulty this game has. Some of the dialogues they have about, oh no, I'm losing, how could I see that coming? These are ridiculous. Some of these things, I cannot take any of these characters seriously, because you do anything in a fight and they act as if they know every move you make. I see. Well, that's fine, I wasn't really trying that hard anyway. God damn it. Thank you, Mr. Bling Bling Boy. But that was unexpected. No, it wasn't. I suppose you're more able than I thought. Naturally, I remember your battle style and strategies now. I'm sure to easily defeat you, and I'm sure to easily defeat you if and when we face each other in an official match. Now that that now that that got now that we've established that, I won't waste my time on you. I've already gathered in every wishing star in this area. Alright. It's so casual how they say that. I just grabbed every little bit of stardust that I found. Oh, speaking of which, he did not get every little bit of stardust. Jesus. Like, you look at the scenery and it's all pretty. You look at the rocks. Oh my god. And this is early in the game too. Well, they're just rocks. I shouldn't nitpick. What do you want, lady? Hi, me and my big sister have ourselves a pop-up Pokemon Center service. Not that we asked anyone if you could show. You've done a good job making it this far. I'll heal them. Oh, I see. Oh, I know what Pokemon we can find in here. Let me just... I want to see what Pokemon falls out of this. Okay, I don't really care about Squovet of all Pokemon. Oh, if I shake the tree too much and a Pokemon falls down, the others take the berries away. Okay, lesson learned. What do you want, darling? Okay, you're a trainer. There's a Pikachu in here. Let's say... That's a Manectric, isn't it? Yep. If Megas were in this game, I would capture this guy, but they aren't, so I'm not. Oh. Oh, I didn't even see you. I know that you can find that big stone guy, like over here. No, leave me be. And ooh, I forgot there are Meowths in here. The very angry Meowth that evolves into a Steel type. You're just gonna battle me through a fence? Like, that's really your decision right now? You're just gonna ignore the fact that there's an object between the two of us and just say, oh no, that's perfectly fine. Oh, I don't think he kills me. I don't think he has a electric move yet. Like, old Pokemon games, Pokemon learns their moves like too late for no reason. There are EVs there. Duly noted. I didn't know that. Is like it's like a hidden Pokemon? Do I have to walk around to find it, or they appear on the map? Oh, this guy. No, 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 come back, come back. How do I make the peak Pokemon design? Absolutely peak Pokemon design. You can't do better than Lotad. They clearly say Eviolite. Ah, that's cute. Leafeon isn't useless in this game because man, let me tell you something. That Leafeon up until Gen 6, can you guess which move he? Can you guess at what level he learned Leaf Blade? His keep in mind, Leafeon doesn't have a high special attack. He has a physical attacker with a high defense. Can you guess which level Leafeon learns Leaf Blade up until Gen 6? Leafeon learns Leaf Blade at level 73. Not 40, not 50, not 60, 73. In the generation he is introduced, if you rematch Cynthia, her highest level Pokemon is level 62. Or rather, 68. Which means that if you want Leafeon to have keep in mind, his only physical damaging move apart from Razor Leaf, if you want Leafeon to learn any other physical grass move up until that point in the game, you have to train him to be 20 levels above some of the strongest trainers in the game. That's a very mean truth. Okay, I understand you're telling the truth, but that's a very mean truth. Uh, but there are uses for them. Competitively, of course, Sylveon being the most recent and also being a fairy type is going to be the only one that's actually useful in some demeanor. But the other one, what I mean is, Leafeon was alongside Flareon incredibly bad. Flareon to this day is a joke amongst competitive Pokemon because he has like the perfect stats to be a good special attacker, but he doesn't have almost any move that's worth using on him. I also love the evolutions. I absolutely love all of them. I wish we had one for every type. But Game Freak decides they throw a dart against the wall, and if they hit the exact middle point, they flip a coin, and if it falls head, they try something. Man, they do various tests of luck, and if everything goes according to plan, then they make a new one. You may hear my bird in the background. Tearful look. Oh, okay. That's just... C dot. I'll change. No. I'll keep it. Regardless of whether or not I'm weak to grass type, I still deal more damage with pound. Hey, Jolteon, it's decently. It has a... Actually, am I mistaken? No, we're mixed up. We're mixed up. Jolteon has high speed and special attack. He's good. Okay, he's decent. For what he's supposed to do, he's not that bad. Flareon is the one with high physical attack, but barely any moves that's worth it. Like, I think everybody asks for him to learn either Heat Crash or Flare Blitz, but he has Overheat. I still little shit. Diglett. Oh, we're nearby a city. The FPS is gonna crash. Badoo! I actually really like Roserade. I don't plan on using one in here, but I really like Rose. Yeah, but he's electric. Like, I get it, he's pointy. It would make sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm more used to see him as a special attacker. Stabs enemy. That is the logic of the Mega Evolution of Electric. Alright? He has a giant Thunderbolt on his head. He should be a physical attacker. You're telling me he's not gonna stab people with that? I actually really like this Pokemon. Milcery. I actually really like this Pokemon. The fact that it evolves by spinning. Peak character design. Peak character design. Oh god. I know that there was a Pikachu, like, earlier. I saw a Pikachu in the other bush, so I imagine it's a rare spawn in these areas. Wooloo! No, not what I'm looking for. I'm not saying that electrical physical attacks are not strong. Like, I can't think of any right now, but there are some very strong electrical physical attacks. I'm just not used to associating electricity with physical damage. Like, Pokemon has so many physical water types that I've grown used to thinking that water is a physical element. I mean, not that it like there are so many physical water types applications. Waterfall, what the hell? That's the only one I can think of. But there are so many physical users, water types that I. Oh, come on, really? Shusk. Poor guy. Shame on you, Nat. He doesn't even know that word. I really like, but that's true. Like Pokemon that are based on food are very cute. I don't know why people don't like them. Vanillite is like it's not one of my favorite Pokemon, but it's one of my favorite designs of Gen 5. And people like shit on it. God, they're making Pokemons out of everything. Like as if the first generation didn't have literal rocks. Hey, this is a rock with arms. Enjoy. Here's another one. Dude never watched Static Shock. He doesn't make like an electric hammer and beats the crap out of people. He casts thunder on people, doesn't he? Man. Man, the internet ruined it all for me. The only thing I associate Static Shock is that one scene where the adult version of himself, like, it's not him. It's another guy with electric superpowers. He says, "You never tasted black lightning before," and he knocks the ice girl unconscious. It's not him. It's another guy, is he? Dude throws trash pit. Hey, but that's not electricity, is it? If that was the logic, then every gun would be a fire type. Jesus. I thought it was an actual Eevee. Pawn is at his wit's end. My man is suffering. I'm sorry. No! That's a critical. They are debatable. Shouldn't they be considered steel types? Okay, no, that's why they're called firearms. Okay, you win this one. Can't argue against that. Great point. Jesus, Sprite dude. Is Eevee allowed in Baby Cup? Because now that I think about it, he has some custom things that Game Freaks decided to give him over the years that makes him very strong. And like, he does say Eevee. I just noticed. Still no stab without fire, go boom. Yeah, there's logic to that. Please be a... Hold on a second. I really like Jochick. I'm gonna catch it. Please don't kill it, Nicotine. Oh my god, I forgot he's a dark type. They used a lot in Little Cup. They sound overpowered. You know, I imagine they don't allow you to use the move that gives them +2 for everything because that's exclusive to Gen 7 if I'm not mistaken. But still. Would you like the nickname Jotik? It's a female spider. Ah. Let me think. What do I name her? Quick, help me out here. What do I name this thing? Did it freeze? I think the stream froze for a second. Hold on. There you go. We're back. Apparently, I don't know why, but when he told me to like choose a name for the Pokemon, it wouldn't allow me. Like the stream froze for a second. I don't know what happened. So we have a new partner. Say hello to Jitters. I couldn't think of anything for a spider. Let's see. Neutral nature. It scatters things often. Its highest IV is speed, I guess? I'm not sure. Fine by me. Having an electric type is good. No, not you, not you. I want to see if I can find the... No, not you, guy. That's nasty. I just read it. You don't say that. It's a little baby. Wow, I don't know. I really like Elvantula. It's a Pokemon that I like that I don't get to use much in in Gen 5. For no particular reason, I just don't really use it. Please, quick attack. Knock it out. Take it out of its misery. It's high level too, it's level 17. The further away I'm from the city, the highest the FPS. I don't know why this. Maybe it's the amount of NPCs, I imagine, but like the wild area also has a lot of them and didn't cause me any trouble. Oh, Milcery! Should I catch you? No, because I want I want a specific I want a very specific fairy type for this team. City got more polygons. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why the routes in this game, some of them look great and others look. And this is a criticism I have. Some of the areas of this game are very inconsistent. You could tell what did they make first and what did they made for last, because since the game had to be rushed so much. And here it's not as prevalent. Like you could tell, like the fences are a bit low poly, but it's not too bad. You know, it's not like it matters too much. But in later portions of the game, it's noticeable. Okay, I'll try to find Eevee later. I guess I already caught a Pokemon here. Wooloo, where do you think you're going? Bear. I actually like. I said that the gym leaders look very cool. He's one of my favorites. Just buff Gardner. You must hear from one of them stream channels. Yes, indeed. Oh, I thought so. I saw you at the opening ceremony. Yeah, they should. Like, I get it. Like, Pokemon doesn't have to be hyper realistic. This is fine, you know. If the entire game looked like this is fine. If the entire game had like somewhat around this level of polygons, it would be fine. But some area, man, I'm not gonna go all the way back. But there were some rocks at the entrance. Jeez. Hi, Rahop. Look, just take a look at that, Helga. That's Turffield Stadium down there. Oh, is it? Oh wow, I couldn't tell by the giant stadium in the middle with a leaf in the front. Yes, thank you for the close-up. It wasn't enough that you told me. Remember when Pokemon games, when they needed you to do something before challenging a gym, they'll just put someone in front of the gym blocking your way to tell you to do something, instead of, you know, putting a cutscene in the middle? Okay, let me heal my team very quickly. And spare some of us from the FPS hell. Much better, holy shit. Got some Pokemon questions. Remember a move. Oh, can I do that already? Huh. Absorb. Ah, okay, that's actually kind of nice. No need to have string shot. I don't have a problem with Rotom being used as a essentially Pokemon versions of an AI. I just think it's a little odd that he went from like a Pokemon that you find in a haunted house that has an event that gives you a key to a secret place in a secret hideout that you can find experimental gear that's used to maybe not control, but a Rotom can possess in order to use different elements. That he went from that to just your average iPhone. Like it's fitting for the Pokemon, it makes sense, but it's just a weird transition in my opinion. Not a complaint about this game because this game didn't start this, it was Sun and Moon. But it's also not a complaint about that game because I don't really have a problem with this. Let me guess, I can't cross, that's fine. Oh, there's something here. But I need to surf. Brutal swing. Ow. Bad work. Oh, hold up, people, I have to do something. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Sorry, my dad was calling. What do you want, lady? I always forget that Stonehenge is in the UK. I don't know. It's always something I tend to forget. Such mysterious stone structures. Were they made by people or Pokemon? What if these are just corpses of that one Pokemon that looks like that, and they just come here to die? Would it be too cruel of an answer? Interesting geoglyph. I sure do hope that the Pokemon they're trying to design here doesn't look exactly different than this. Completely different, 100% different than this. She's the only side character I really care about. Her and her grandma. People love calling Bede their kid, their baby. He's adorable. I don't like him. Every time I look at Bede, I think of Mr. Bling Bling Boy from Johnny Test. Thank you. Damn it. Damn it. No. Forget it. Seek yourself 3 standing stones, with grass before the other ones. Use that strength to find them, the strength of its strength in the end. Dally not if you mind to find what time has left behind. 3 stones. Okay. Those are 3 stones. Can I go there? It says poison. Oh, that's ominous. Poison, dark. Fluff, fluff. Grass. Huh. Okay. Oh, max revive. So early. Hi, Hop. Oh. Good job, buddy. You're doing great. Hey, ball guy. Friend ball. It's best if I level up If you catch a Pokemon with a friend ball, it will... I see. It's best if... Let me just... I'll give the rare candy to Jitters. There we go. What do I use this on? Mystical Water goes to Pawn. Silver Powder. An item to be held by a Pokemon. It's a shiny silver powder that will boost a Pokemon Bug type. That's really good for me, actually. I didn't even know it had that. Heavy duty boots. No one's gonna use traps against me right now. Pin Missile. He already has a better move. Bulldoze. Tail Slap. Tail Slap is pretty good. No, no, no. Brutal Swing. No, 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 no. Swift. Swift is actually pretty good. Okay, I think this is good enough. No, thanks. I used to... By Leon himself, okay. No one mentioned that Leon is unbeatable yet. We're not at that point. We didn't get to that point yet. Defeat every gym leader and gather 8 gym bats. Great. Got it. So would you like to attempt the gym mission? Let's do it. If you would like to attempt the gym mission, please change into your uniform. You know, these were very silly, but I actually really like these. I don't like how they did gym challenges in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I think a lot of them were just a bit poorly implemented into the overworld. The best ones were the one you have to find the Sunflora, and another thing. Oh, and the one where you have to slide down a mountain. I think those two are my favorite. That is pretty cute. And that didn't took any... Oh, the dog can push them away. I see. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, nerd. Bite his ass. I remember when like there was a guy that made a video complaining about the graphics of this game and how they didn't bother animating the scenery in some. No, they didn't bother making specific sceneries for certain places where it would be very logical to have them, like inside buildings and gym leaders and everything. And so he used moments like these where okay, I don't know what was that. And so he showed moments like these where the battle takes place inside like this green void. But the funniest part of that was that some guy commented saying that, oh, you can't just use grass terrain and then complain about the fact that it looks like that. And the guy was like, wait, you think I'm using grassy terrain? No, the game just looks like that, man. They didn't bother making it. No. Come here. Come here. There you go. There you go. Okay, little guy. Can you just... Yes, thank you. No, come back, come back, come back, come back. Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. You can all get scared by him. I don't give a shit if you guys are scared of him. God fucking damn it! And now my dog came here. I'm chasing sheep. That's what your breed is supposed to do. To chase around sheep. Why don't you chase sheep? Because there are no sheep around here, Dad. Não pega. Give me XP. There we go. Oh, that was a lot. Nope. Oddish, I think, is so, what I think there are a few Pokemon with a single type that. Wait, Oddish is single type. Is he? Or is he poison grass? I don't remember. I don't remember if Oddish is poison grass or just grass. Either way, I think it's one of the best earlier designs of Pokemon. You know, because it's effective at what it does without needing to be anything else other than what it does. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Jitters. Wait. Check summary. just out of curiosity, I want to see how much damage I do with Fury Cutter. Just barely enough. I'm sorry, buddy. Probably should. Wait, no, that's fine. The gym leader is in right after this. At least not that I remember. Like after you complete the challenge, you go back. Oh no, it does. Cachorro. If you hear me talking to an unknown entity, it's me talking to my dog. It's just me and him today at home, so he gets a little clingy. Right, buddy? Yeah, that's right. You know, I can't play ball right now, friend. I cannot play ball with you. Not right now. These best moments of the game. The gym battles, actually the best moments in the game. If Dynamax was reserved exclusively to gym battles and not those random fights you fight against Leon and the final boss, if actually, scratch that. If Dynamax was kept as it is, but you couldn't do it in competitively, I would have never complained about Dynamax. But having to deal with it, it's so boring. But banger. Best moments in the game are the gym challenges. Okay. Still faster than me. Round. Oh, I know what that is. A bit of a bold move to Dynamax on a Pokemon with half HP. But it's the only thing I have with bug type moves, so it might be good anyways. Yeah, I know that! They say that Dynamax doesn't actually make the Pokemon bigger, it's just an illusion. But then why do the moves get bigger and more destructive? Also, why do they, if they only get bigger, why do they just, like, when they lay down, you can see, like, let's see, that, if they don't actually get bigger, why do they crush the ground when they land? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't kill me, right? No, but it does a lot of damage. And grassy terrain doesn't help either. That thing is way more tanky than I remember. I also like that the song that plays in the background is just the people singing. Yeah, that was... I think I'm dead. I can sort of thank the other members of his team, but still. Munch! Thank God I didn't take Protect out of you. You're still gonna take 4 times weakness to it, but hopefully you can actually tank a hit with Protect, even though Dynamax go through it. I understand stronger moves but heavier Pokemon. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If I'm not mistaken, this guy is very slow. This gives me the opportunity to revive. Yes, this isn't a Nuzlocke, alright? I'm gonna use items. Not a lot of them, I don't think it's fair. But maybe one revive, one potion. No, it's fine. I think it's fine by me. Nicotine, I trust your powers. Bone claws. You have your special attack lowered. How are you so strong? Okay, grassy terrain is out of the field. That's fine, that's understandable, that's perfect. A quick attack right here. Yeah, that thing has a lot of defense. Ugh. Pawn. It's basically a suicide mission for you, but I need you to take a hit. That did half my HP. If I do Tearful Look again, I should survive, right? Yeah, that's right. That gives me enough time to actually... when I'm that's that's actually a pretty good joke. Man, young me would be so disappointed at me seeing myself use moves that don't do damage. He would be so disappointed. He would be, man, what have you become? What about spamming attack moves until whatever is standing in front of you dies? What happened to that? Fury Cutter. Thank God. Please don't do much damage. That should be it. There we go. Jitters grew to level 16. Thunderwave, yes, yes, please, please give me Thunderwave. Damn, what do I take out? I'm gonna take out Absorb. There's not really any need for him to have Absorb. Yeah, another think about it, an electric type doesn't have many reasons to go for a grass move unless he's trying to counter the only weaknesses they have, which is earth types. Hyper voicing with Sylveon is just enough. Well, to be fair, okay, I know Sylveon doesn't do that in just his debut generation, but in Gen 6, man, the balancing of Gen 6 was a nightmare because this is something that I talked about with a friend earlier. The reason why Gen 6 is too easy is not that the game itself is too easy necessarily. In fact, I do think that some battles are relatively, they have a decent challenge. I think it's ridiculous that some of the Elite Four members don't have 4 attacks on them. I think that's ridiculous. It shouldn't be like that. But the problem with Gen 6 is the fact that Mega Evolution is a thing, and Mega Evolution is broken. Don't get me wrong, Dynamax is also broken, but at least it only lasts for 3 turns. I also really like how they did the badges in this one. I like that it's a circle. Mega Evolution is essentially getting a certain Pokemon and turning it into the power equivalent of a legendary for a fight. And considering that 95% of the enemies in the game are not gonna fight back against something of that prowess, like a Beedrill. The fuck is the game supposed to do against a Mega Beedrill? I also miss Mega Evolutions. I think Mega Evolutions were great. I far prefer them over Dynamaxing or Gigantamaxing. What do you want, son? My dog. Hold on. He's dying for me to give him some attention. Hold on a second. Poor thing. I'm back. Koda is such a clingy animal. Whenever I don't give him enough attention, he doesn't really enter my room, but he stands like right by the door. He sits down with like a toy in his mouth and he starts crying. Why do you not love me, Dad? But the next gym is the water type, I see. I really like the uniforms, but I don't know which type I combine the most. Is my team still unconscious? No, they're not. Alright. No point in going to the gym. Was there something here? No, I already got it. What does this rock says? The other says poison, dark, and grass. This is fire. This is where I came from. I find it so interesting, the culture of seeing a random person walk by and just beating the crap out of them. Clink! I like Clink. Although his ability is completely useless. No, Helioptile probably immune against it. It's best if I swap out for Pawn. And then Nicotine uses Home Claw, I guess. Hello, Celery. Not much going on right now, but welcome to the stream. I didn't think this through, did I? I really didn't think this through, did I? But thank God it's not a Nuzlocke. I'm doing fine, man. What about you? Mostly just not really grinding things, just playing the game through normally. It's way because I realized it's way easier for me to actually stream the game than actually record and having to come up with a commentary midway through. Just talking to people, it's easier. No, that was enough to kill. Alright, perfect. Ever wondered why, whenever somebody does like this duo of reporter and cameraman, it is always a beautiful woman and a depressed guy? I've been around camera workers before, alright? My college had a lot of them because it was part of the course. They weren't depressed. I like Drifloon, but I don't want a ghost type right now. I do want that Pokeball, however. What are you? Lombre! I already have a water type, man. I'm sorry. Level 18 too. You resist this, don't you? Yeah, you do. Because you're partially grass type. I'm waiting for the world to end, just questioning the sanity of Earth for how people constantly tell themselves they're gonna change or gonna... But hey, give it a chance next time they do nothing and eventually... Holy shit. Man, you're going down a very dangerous rabbit hole. Now, obviously, I don't know data and everything. But from what I know, things are getting better in some manner. Like, there was a guy, he did like a statistic about the average lifespan of people, the amount of poverty the world has and everything. And he talked about how, despite the fact that the world doesn't get rid of those things ever, they are slowly and steady getting lower and lower, you know. No, not the... no, those things are getting better. I think there's having a moment here. No, that's fair. I'm just saying, I'm not saying you're depressed. I'm just... I know there's some level of joke in there too. I'm not taking you entirely serious. But I don't know, man. I just think that things, they're never as bad as people say they are. The world certainly isn't perfect, but like, considering all things, I think so long as we keep going on a slow upwards ascent, we're gonna be fine. uh, yeah, yeah. Nice to see a new face around here. This is the Pokemon Nursery. Take care of Pokemon. When Pokemon... If you're interested in sort of thing, just ask the Lord. Oh, I see. No, not right now. I have no reason to. My partner Pokemon's been growing in a really unique way. Check it out. Alright. But I had a similar conversation with my grandmother the other day. She was talking completely serious. In her view, the world was shit, nothing was worth living. And she's a very positive person, so I was like, no, this is a bit unusual. And I started talking and I was like, yeah, you know, there are a lot of problems out there, but there's also a lot of good. You can't just... If you base your views on the planet based on what television shows you, you're gonna be miserable at all times, because no person in television is ever gonna make money if they just go in television and say everything is fine, everybody is happy, you know. That's never the case too, by the way. We can't live in denial about these things. But like, media will always focus on the bad things because we naturally pay more attention to those than the good things that are around us. And then like the whole war in Ukraine started happening. Now Israel and Palestine. Like, man, if you have grandparents, tell them to tell them to join any other hobbies. Because television fucks the mind of people, man. It's funny how I let the same thing happen twice after saying I would just do it next time and did nothing to change it, and this is the same. And this time I had two chances. I should probably give some context. Yeah, maybe. Say your worries, my friend. I'm all ears. Last year, I liked a girl, waited 8.5 months to say something, and it was too late, she had a boyfriend. And this time the same thing happened, just over 2 months. Ah, man, that sucks. That's something I can relate to some degree, because I also had... I also had the same issue a couple of times in my life. But then I realized something, and this is something that people had told me in the past, and I just... I decided to ignore it. There's a saying here in Brazil which is, you already have the no. You have to get the yes. And I don't know if in other countries there's an equivalent form of that. Fun fact, I had a crush on the streamer and they dumped me. That's not what happened, girl. You know that. I think the fact of the matter is, if someone dumps you, you should see things in the following way. It sucks, but life goes onward, and at the end of the day, your emotions for the person were always valid. They just weren't reciprocated. It hurts, but it's life. And it's a lesson that if you take too long to be honest about your emotions with people, they might just move on with their lives. You never know until you try. And sometimes it's really obvious when a person doesn't like you, and you're just like that one guy that really wants them to like you, but you're trying too hard and the person doesn't try at all. If you ever notice that happens, you should really back off, because it's bad for you, it's bad for the person. But I've met a lot of people that just were like, oh, but what if they don't like me? Man, if they don't like you, they're not gonna talk to you, point. So I prefer at least to be more forward about things, because if I get a no, that's the end of it. I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's gonna hurt in the moment and a bit after that, but man, it sucks that you're having to go through this, but tell yourself that it happens, it sucks, but life goes on, and the next time you like somebody, just be a little more forward, Because people love to say that, oh, but like, what if she's rude to me? What if she laughs at me? If a person laughs at you for confessing, would you date a person that's like that? You have to get the ew, no, that's mean. Poor guy. And no, I didn't. I'm not gonna tell this to an audience of however many people watch this, but I did not reject you. You told me you liked me, and I was like, oh, okay, wanna grab some lunch? And never brought it up again. That's different. Next time I like a girl, I'll just say it. There you go, man. That's the attitude. No is just no. It's just an answer. All right. She says no to you. Life goes on. It sucks, but life goes on. It's 1,000 times better for you to just say, you know what, okay, that's fine, and move on from it, than feel like shit about yourself as if it's your fault that the person doesn't like you. Because even if it is, you can't make a person like you. Okay? You can just be yourself and the person can like you or not. That's just how things are. I love to see how Muri acts mature on these topics. He makes me proud to grow up. No, man, that's very sweet. I was a bit of a dum-dum in school, I'll give you that. At this point, anything I say is constricted by what I did in the past when it comes to women. Well, I don't know about your past, so maybe I can't verify any of that. But it's just how I think it's a matter of how you approach things. You know, it's never too late to try a different approach to things. To be honest, it's not like I wanted some kind of response. I just wanted to take it off my chest. Yeah, you see. I honestly think it's very funny that you didn't take it. You didn't take what I said in a mean way, Nat. Because I wasn't trying to. I was just like, okay. Granted, if it makes funny, half the people who ever flirted with me, that was the response they got. I just don't react to it. I don't like when people flirt with me. In parties and whatever. Whenever someone would like flirtly. Whenever someone would flirt with me, my reaction was always like, oh, cool. Okay. Because I've always been whatever about things. The shy part of it. I would have never knew you. Man, being shy is a pain in the ass, and trust me, I'm shy myself in a lot of manners. But the thing is, I mean, I'm still a bit shy, but I'm much less than I was. And you know what? Because being shy sucks, but the only way you can stop being shy is breaking out of that cycle a little. You don't have to just start doing the most bravest shit at every opportunity you can. You're gonna get yourself hurt without learning anything. But you have to approach things from the perspective that I either learn to get past that emotion, or I'm gonna keep myself in that cycle. And if you think, oh, but it's gonna hurt. Yes, but isn't the sensation you're going through right now already hurting you? You're going from one level of feeling like shit all the time to another of feeling like shit maybe once in a while and learning to let it go. The thing you're doing, it depends on the person. And the odd part is, relationships only work if you're being yourself. If you show your interest towards a person you like, obviously there are like ways to talk to people, tricks and things you can learn. You know, flirting is a thing that takes a lot of time to learn. I myself fucking suck at it. But relationships in of itself, it's about learning to communicate your interests. If someone likes you, they're going to like hearing you talk about the things you like, regardless whether they know about it or not. One example, my ex, we don't fucking talk anymore. I don't know what the fuck she's doing in life. I wish her well. She didn't like Pokemon. I would rant about Pokemon for hours. She would just look at me like, oh, that's cute. Because when you're dating someone, you have to be honest about your interests. And it will just flow out normally. You can't change yourself just to date a person, and a person cannot change themselves to date you. So when people say just be yourself, it feels like shit. It feels like shit because like, oh, I'm just being myself, and it hasn't worked all this time. Why would it work now? But it's the damn truth. You learn to initiate conversations and extend them by trying again and again. Fun fact, many years ago, when I had this crush on a girl, and I talked to her months, and we weren't dating. But like from the beginning, in the beginning, when I talked to her, I would, whenever I ran into a wall and I didn't know what else to say, I would just go like, ha ha ha, it was a pleasure talking to you, I'll see you later, bye. As if I was writing a letter, you know. Later, I realized that if I don't know what to say, but the conversation isn't going down, if I don't know what to say, I'll just give an excuse like, "Oh, I have to do something," and I'll leave. I'll go take a walk. Maybe I'll go to the gym. I'll go walk my dog. I'm gonna play something. Uh, and this is something. This is man. This is well. I missed three already. 997 left to go, my man. It's life. I mean, it's an exaggeration, of course. Uh, but you just have to keep on trying. Also, and this is very specific, when you do get to connect to a person and you feel like you have sort of a relationship with them, do not make your entire personality based on that person. Trust me, I have done that. It's a recipe for disaster. You yourself are an individual that needs to know how to separate yourself from the relationship you are in. And because of that, if when you start dating someone, you can all you do is talk to them and nothing else, it's going to get tiresome both to you and the person. And my mom is calling me and I need to attend the call. Hold on, I'll be right back. Uh, I think I pressed the wrong button, so you may have heard me talking to my mom a little. uh, the biggest problem is like where so far the only women I've met are either family or from school. And when you stop going to school, most of the women you're gonna meet are either going to be from your family and your job. I have a friend of mine that's married for like 10 years already. He's a bit older than us. But do you want to know how he met his wife? He was down in the dumpster. He needed a job. He got one, and it was a shitty job. He didn't get paid for like the first 3 months. But in that job, he met the sister of his current wife, and she was like, "Oh, everybody's going to a pizza party. Do you want to go too?" And he was like, "Okay, let's go. Fuck it. I don't have any money." He was like, "No, no, no. The boss is gonna pay." So y'all go to the pizza party, and this co-worker of his brings her sister. They start to talk. They both play League of Legends, which is a terrible way to meet a person, but hey, it worked for them. And, well, 10 years later, they're married. The secret to meeting someone is that there is no secret, it just happens. But it's rough out here in my town, buddy. It's rough everywhere. You're talking to people. You're talking to two people from a third world country. It's rough everywhere. Not diminishing your problems. I'm sure it's rough, but I understand you. uh, and I've applied to two places. Yeah. My first job ever was at a shopping mall, and it was hell on earth. I worked there exactly 5 days. You want to know why? Because the guy that hired me went up to me some days later and said, "Oh, Minchino, next member of the team right here, guys. Absolutely love these Pokemon. Oh, but he doesn't have the... Yeah, never mind. I would only capture it if it had the hitting ability. I know I can grind the hitting ability. I'm gonna do that later. Because this thing has skill link, which means that Tails Lap will always hit 5 times. That's absolutely broken. And my mom is calling me again! Hold on, I'm gonna text her this time. Anyways, let me just open up the chat because if one of the places emailed me, "You worked at a shopping mall." I didn't tell you. I worked 5 days in a shopping mall, Net. Here's what happened. My sister calls me and goes like, "Hey, this friend of mine works in a shopping mall in San Bernardo. He wants to know if you want to go there for an interview because it was like at one of those like shopping stands where you go and there was certain activities, and the activity that we can do there was essentially training little kids to be competitive, to play competitive games. Valorant, League of Legends. Terrible idea. You don't teach kids these things. It's a terrible idea. Because the guy who was doing was like this old ass dude who didn't know anything about video games. But anyways, I do an interview there. I get accepted. And 5 days later, the guy who hired me goes up to me and is like, "We're letting you go. I'm sorry for..." They gave him like whatever shitty reason he had. He gave me like a sorry excuse for an answer. And then I go back home and my sister's friend calls me and says, "The real reason you were fired is because he hired way too many people, and so he had to fire a lot of people, otherwise he'd be overstaffed and had to pay extra money." And I was like, well, fuck me in the ass, why the fuck did it have to be me? But then again, that job was a nightmare. I would wake up at 10 a.m., 10 a.m. isn't late, isn't early, it's perfectly fine. But I would go back at home, and I would get back at 9 p.m. I would spend the whole day in a shopping mall without being able to sit down because the boss didn't like. Anyways, one of the places emailed me, and the email used the word "appreciate" so much that was basically saying, "Fuck." But we can't say that since we have to be nice. Yikes. In here they just send you a message saying, "We love that the fact that you chose us as a possibility to work. Unfortunately, we don't give a shit about you." Man, that's rough. But it's I guess it's not the same idea. Man, it's vague, but like it's the same idea behind it. You just have to keep on trying. The difference is that a job doesn't have any emotional attachment to you. Your girlfriend, your wife, your crush, they may have an emotional attachment to you. I mean, at least I hope they do. But your job, yeah, no. The moment you stop being useful to them, it sucks. I got back at 11 from my previous job. Granted, it started at 3, but I had 40 minutes commute. That's rough, man. That's rough. Since I'm not old enough to have a license. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I don't know where you're from. I'm gonna, but like you have to be 18 to drive right here too. Blame it on the big happy. I actually took the bus to my. I had 2 jobs. I had this one that my mom would drive me to the bus station, and from there I would go to the shopping mall. And the other job that I worked there for 3 months, which was a printer. I worked at a small printer company. Was a 1 hour commute that I had to take each morning at 6 a.m. I would get out. I wake up at 6, have breakfast, get on the bus, and the bus would take an hour to get to my job. Granted, I was lucky. I only had to take a single bus because a lot of people have to take multiple. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't. That's a grass type. Anyways, and then I would and then I would work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., which was perfect. That was perfect. I still man, the job was tiresome. I only worked there for 3 months because I just couldn't take it anymore. That's on me. I admit that maybe I could still probably be there for a while. It wouldn't hurt that much, but still, it was a good job. I bought my first microphone with it. But man, it sucks, man. It's about getting used to. Thankfully, man, it sucks to hear that. I hate being the guy that goes, "Oh, we have it so easy," because we don't. Okay, there's a lot of problems that our generation has to deal with, and it's not because we don't have to work like 16 hours a day mining coal or whatever like our grandparents had to do. Just because we don't have to do that doesn't mean that our problems are undermined. But the reality is, it's about getting used to. I saw her one day, and the next time I saw her, the next time I see her, I will say something. Then I proceeded to not see her until last day I worked there, as you can predict. I didn't say anything. Yeah, man, it's rough. Maybe try to the next time you see them, try to get their contact. Makes things much easier. I mean, that's a bit of an obvious answer, but still, like, yeah. Now that I think about it, there weren't any women in the two jobs I had. There was like one old ass lady that was married, but there was no one around my age. Now that I think about it. Oh no, there was. There was this girl in the shopping mall job, but she was a bit odd. Is that a... Oh no. I thought for a second that was a shiny Drifloon. I was about to go nuts. Soviet wave. I don't know what Soviet wave. Why are you looking at me like that, buddy? Okay, you can go now. That was very cute. If I liked your evolution more, I would have kept you right there. But in here are just fairy types. No. I have a work experience placement one. Oh man. No. You stay there, buddy. I have a work experience placement 1 day a week, a part of the school program this year. That's nice. What do you do? We had something like that when I was in... You guys call it college. I think that's the word. We call it faculdade here. I had something similar, but it was just like working in a small studio. I picked the best place to meet women. A car garage where there are no women in sight except going to get tires. Oh man, but hey, if you like what you're doing, that's all that really matters. The percentage of women that go to a certain place doesn't really matter much. Uh, Granted, yes, depending on what you work, it's gonna be a sausage party. Like mechanics, like 95% got dudes, and like every once in a while there's a girl that's like, oh, I like this, and decides to try it out themselves, which is pretty cool, but it's not that common. I really should have leveled my, healed my party. I mean, car garages are a great place to meet women, at least for me, because most of them are very hot lesbians. Lesbian. Oh, lesbians. You know, I can't confirm or deny that because I have no experience. I must say it's pretty boring. I actually worked there. It'd be fun if I was there. It'd be fun. They let me do more. Not here since they all old. Ah, I see. Yeah, man, it's rough. But it's basically what we said earlier. Uh, when it comes to dating, just by being outgoing, you know, not shying away from opportunities, you eventually meet people, and amongst them, you may find someone you like. Uh, man, I don't recommend dating apps because here's the thing, and this is something I realized. The problem with dating apps is that the people that are there are either desperate and they desperately want to connect to someone and they don't know how, or they are there to hook up and never see the other person again. Both are bad options. The first one is bad because anyone who's desperate is going to stick to the first option they can. And that's a bad thing because the first few moments are going to be great, but once they realize that they don't really want what they have right now, it's basically over from there. You can try to work it out, but man, personal experience, it's not a good choice. There may be some people who are just genuinely there to be a good place, but like, you cannot do the deed with a car. That's just wrong, ma'am. I'm joking. Don't get offended. Don't worry. Hey, don't doubt it. There's some crazy people out there. There's this, like, man, I love this video. There's this video that's, it's actually here. It's a video from here in Brazil, where a guy like slowly comes out of his house, and there's a naked dude, like literally fucking the rear end of his car, and he starts to scream at them like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get out of here!" And the naked dude starts running away. It's a glorious video. Back to the whole dating thing. That was the entire reason why you shouldn't date people who were, clearly desperate, that they're just dating because they can't stay by themselves. They can't bear the burden of being by themselves, and so they go on dating apps and they think they fall in love with the first people they talk to. I have offended and not had DJ's TV, these people this month. Hey, man. Let me just give you a small information. If you go by what social media tells you, like videos of, the gay parades where where out of nowhere a woman appears screaming at someone, man, that's a very unrealistic thing. I speak from experience. 95% of the times you meet people that are from LGBTQ or whatever, it's not like what you see in social media, because turns out people who aren't fucking sociopathic about things are not that much in social media. But it's the same thing I said about media. Those people that aren't bad people, that misrepresent an entire community, they don't get singled out. You know why? Because they're not relevant. No one ever talks to, not a person that hides, but a person who's just, not an asshole. Because, again, there's nothing to talk about a person that's not an asshole. So whenever you see something like, oh, our channel saying this LGBT person, they always get offended. No, it's a lot of exaggerating. People are just people. Everybody is trying to live. I have a lot of bunch of LGBT friends by accident. Me too. How do you think I met this girl? I used to hate her. Nat, I used to completely hate her. And then, like, we fell in the same class, and we just never stopped talking to each other. And through her, I met, like, 6 or 7 other friends that I have that are LGBT. People are too online. Yeah, exactly, man. Wait, hold on a second. I forgot this is how you get the bike. Oh, you just beat me in a Pokemon battle. Also, you have an iPhone. Here's this bike I found. Oh wait, no, we didn't beat him. We beat Team Yell. He's giving us a gift. Okay, that's fine. Still weird, giving random kids bicycles in the middle of the street, but all right. Do you know that Rotom loves motors very, very much, right? I guess. Oh, it's an electric bike. That's why you need Rotom. That's right. Right. Oh, just fuck already. Nah, nah. When you know a person, I know this woman for about 12, 11 or 12 years at this point. I know, I think just 10 years. I know this woman for about 10 years. When you know someone for this long and you're not fucking, trust me, you're not going to. But also there's no interest. It's just cool to hang around. I went to her birthday the other time. We got drunk and started playing Mario Party with her girlfriend. It's lovely, man. Yeah. Wait, why is he dressed up as a nurse? I really need to heal up my Pokemon. If Hop appears and tells me, "Whoa, buddy, we need to be a Pokemon battle." Yeah, yeah, I'm basically part of her family. If she ever has if you ever marry, I better be amongst the other guy, the dudes that go in the side of the marriage. I better be amongst them. Let me just do something real quick. Man, my mom is asking me if I can get an Uber with my dog to my grandma's house. I have to see if I can do that later. But it needs to be the weirdest marriage ever. You know, that fits. That would fit. Uh, Guys, I'm sorry to break off the conversation, but my my planet needs me, and my planet is my mother. Because I have to help my grandma with a couple of things. So this is where we'll be left with today. You're gonna be part of the best man list. Don't worry. Yeah, thank you. I better be. At any case, man, I'll see you guys. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to stream next week because I'll be really focused on making the next video, but I will post something on the channel if you guys can wait a little because I have to see how things are going to go. At any case, man. Oh, if I press start I get on a bike. That's so weird. Anyway, I've already saved. Let's save again. You know, it's Pokemon Platinum Syndrome. In any case, thank you everybody for joining me. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye, people.